Shaky. Bucket in the center is an ant hill. Filling in some of the dead spots on the ground here in the yard. Go for a little walk. Dill's doing good right there. Oh, zucchini. Zucchini, there it is. Oh, okay. The garlic is hopefully getting big. There's some onions in here. Did some weeding yesterday. Still have to pick up all the weeds. There's still more weeds right here. There we go, right there. Ah, couldn't get it from the garden or the ground. Is that a weed? Oh, that's a weed right there. Got some parsley in there, but it's not really growing very well. I think it's time to get this herb out with the flowers. If we could transplant it, it would be good if I could transplant it. So, Chinese cucumbers are looking like they're blooming quite well. Has there any of them been popping yet? I don't know. Oh, there's some more garlic in there that I see. I see another scape over there. Well, I'll let it go as seed. Maybe get some seeds from it. But there's some more weeds in here. Still picking weeds out of the garden. I watered it quite heavily last night. There we go. Another big weed right there. But look at the weeds right there. I gotta get in there tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm off. Today I just worked later for noon. So, but flowers in the back, in the bush area, I would call it the bush area behind the garden. They're going to be popping up pretty soon, these flowers. I don't know what they are. Did I plant them? I don't remember. They probably were in the ground long before we even planted. But this lilac tree, I think we're going to have to trim it this fall. Might even do it this summer. That branch is just getting big. This lilac is about 15 feet high. It's really grown a lot in the last couple of years. Just a couple of years ago we had an ice storm and it pretty well knocked down some of the real good branches, but it just took over and just started to grow really well. So we'll walk through the main garden in the back. There's a lot of weeds, but there's lots of flowers mixed in here. Just natural flowers, wildflowers, daisies. Look at the daisies. Get a little zoom in on the daisy right there. Yeah, look at that. Too bad there's no bees around. I would love to take a picture of that or a video. Like beautiful plants, like they're really growing nicely. Are they weeds that have gone up, or is it old stuff? There's even some Virginia creepers growing in here. Like they're really doing finally really well. Never planted them. They're just from seed, from the birds. Like they're just doing really well. Finally getting some vines through the fence. I want to have some privacy back here. And we got some more in there. We've got the gnomes hiding in behind flowers. See, I think this is a weed right here. That's a weed. Right? That's a weed. Still have to mow. Probably tomorrow morning. I'll mow the whole garden, or the whole, I should say, yard has to be mowed. That's why I'm not just caring about the weeds here. Just throw them on the grass and just mow them all. Looks like we have to put more water in the fountain. Is that a weed? I don't know. You know what? It looks kind of nice back here with all these flowers. We need more flowers, perennials back here. Right along in here. Need more. Just plant them in, like the seeds down, and just see. There's more trees coming up here. See, this is a tree. That's a tree. That's roots from underneath. And of course, Vanilla creepers are just growing everywhere, which is, I don't mind. I know Shauna doesn't like them, but I do. That's a tree. See, that stuff should be ripped out. More tree coming through. Just has to be trimmed. That's from these trees on the other side of the fence, the neighbor's yard. Oh, the flowers on the wishing well are coming in. Those are the ones I planted from seed, I got from Bert a few years ago. So the lilies that have been planted a long time ago, those were roots, bulbs, long time ago. They're finally coming up. Little seeding area here. This vine that's on here hasn't bloomed very much, but it's just growing. Really, I think it's Black-Eyed Susan. It needs more light to get blooms. Oh, just pick that out. Yep, the fountain needs more water. We'll put more water in there. Nice soothing sounds. Fire pit. Of course, oh, got some dandelions. We'll have to spray it. Some tomato plants I never got to plant. No big deal. Just walk along in here. But look way up. Snow White cherry tomatoes are going to be on here. That's going to have to be tied up again. I just tied it up last week. And I got these long, well, there's that dead branch right there. Got to take care of that. A couple dead branches along here. That tree's on our side, so I have to deal with it. But if we walk through here, peppers. Look at these beautiful peppers, just coming along beautifully. They're coming. Jalapenos here, they're coming along really well. Gonna have to put a little stake in there and stake them up. This one's doing really well. This one's doing well too. Like, holy crap. But those are the only peppers that are really doing well. Here there's some that are doing somewhat well because they got some sunlight. We walk in between the raised beds, and this is the biggest tomato right now. Look at this. Is there blossom end rot? No. No blossom end rot. No. That's good. Growing really well. There's some tomatoes in here. There's some tomatoes. They're growing. Oh yeah, they're growing quite well. Go along in here. There's some Roma's growing really well. Look at the weeds in there. I did throw a lot of compost from the compost pile last week in here, so it's going to get a little more nutrients, and of course get it all in there. So I got some basil growing like crazy in here too, not even very much light, and there's some sage growing in here too. Just pop them in and they're growing. More Romas. Look at that, Romas. Roma's really doing good. Roma. And these peppers are doing okay right here. Oh, look at how high they are. They're finally taking off. There we go. These ones will do really well. Even vegan mixed up with tomato plants, they're going to do well. This one should do well. There's sunlight there all the time. Look at all the compost I got in there. Goodness from the compost bin. Kale, I gotta get more info from brother Kevin. Let's see, he grows kale, and I want to know how he does it so well. Anyway, go over here. Here's the compost. I turned it, adding more. Turned it up, and there's fresh grass that was in a garbage can fermenting, and I threw it in there. So it should be heating up pretty good. There we go. Gotta make a few things. I went to get some 2x4s from work, some good quality ones. Gonna make a garden table, potting table they call it, for Patrick's Kaylee. So this is mine. It's right here. Made that last year. It's doing really well. It works great back here. I'm not doing really very much with it right now. I'm not potting anything. But I'm going to make one just almost like that for Patrick's Kaylee, for their yard. 3 pieces of pellets, 2x4s, a lot of screws. Could make it, no problem. And we got, with right over here, we got a bunch of real good quality pellets still. Gonna make that on my week off, 2 weeks off. Gonna make the potting table. We're gonna make another planter for the front. Hopefully get the front painted by the contractor where it's peeling, so we're gonna get that done. And hopefully some of these dead spots right here will come up. I've seeded that very heavily. Put some nice good soil on top of the seeds. So water them. We'll go onto the deck. There's the pot with all the herbs doing really well. And I've got this one, Nana's old stand, still producing lots of herbs. I did buy herbs this year. Some of them I grew. Some of them I grew didn't do very well, so I'm going to start up another bunch of herbs, probably downstairs, probably this week. Oh, is that a weed? I think that's a weed. Yeah, that's a weed. Get rid of that. Put it on the grass. Peppers here on the deck. They've come along really well. There we go. They are the 1085. So they're just regular peppers. And we got a tomato plant here. This is probably the black crim. Yeah, not doing very well. I don't know why. It should do well. It's in full sunlight. And then we have another 1085 right here. Sweet pepper, I believe that's what they are. Anyway, this has been a long video. Posted on the gardening YouTube channel of the backyard. 14 minutes long, almost here. Anyway, the backyard. Holidays start next week. This is Monday. And there we go.